All right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, excited to be talking to an individual who's set to compete at Absolute MMA 2, and that goes in Calgary, Alberta, October the 15th. Lee Gaudet and Laursen linking it up in a pro welterweight bout, and happy to have Mac on the show to talk a bit about that fight. How's the day going there, man?
Oh, it's going good, man. It's been a good camp. I've been training my ass off. Getting ready for Lee. I know Lee's a veteran in the game. I know he's 5'6". He's a good ground game specialist. You know, he's got 5 wins, all wins by submission. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I know he's a veteran, but I'm young and hungry, and I've been training my ass off, and I'm ready, man. I'm ready to show Big Mac what Big Mac's all about.
Yeah, and I saw you kind of talk about that in some social media posts, like indicating the awareness that Lee Gaudet is this like veteran, and I mean, you just rattled off like some of the stats there, like all the submissions that he's accrued and everything like that. Was the awareness already there previously by virtue of just being a part of the, you know, Canadian circuit and everything, or more like a ramping up of like tape study leading into this fight kind of thing?
There's always been awareness to me. Like, as soon as I got into MMA, I try to work on my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu because I'm coming from a Muay Thai background, and I know most guys, like, most of the fights I had, most guys try to take me down, and most of my amateur career losses are by submission. And then I know guys try to take me down and try to get me to the ground and submit me. So that's the biggest thing I'm trying to work on, is just make sure my wrestling's ready, my jiu-jitsu's ready, make sure I'm ready for these guys. And I looked up Lee, and I knew he was a ground game. But, you know, I have a ground game too. I got 4 wins by submission, 2 in the amateur and 2 in the pro, all wins by rear naked. I'm no slouch on the ground too, but in this fight, I'm definitely coming for the KO. I'm definitely coming for the stand-up finish. I really want to put Lee away and make a statement and show my stand-up work.
I mean, you articulated it perfectly there. You got the back-to-back rear naked choke wins as a pro there and everything like that. But it seems like the Muay Thai is like a very big part of your game. Like I saw like years back, you won like a Muay Thai title, and you were kind of like reminiscing about that moment and everything like that. So yeah, it really shows the well-roundedness of the game and everything.
Yeah, man, I ended up my Muay Thai amateur career going to Worlds in Thailand. I won nationals in 2019. I won both of my fights back-to-back, Saturday and Sunday, and then I qualified to be on Worlds on Team Canada. And then I remember COVID happened, and it really screwed me over. I really didn't fight for 2 years, you know, and then I was supposed to go to Abu Dhabi for Worlds, and nothing really happened there. And then all of a sudden I got a call last December, hey, do you want to go to Worlds? And I remember I already had a Muay Thai fight. I was already in pro. But you can go there as a pro still, and I took the opportunity to jump on that because I'm like, man, I've earned my spot, and I wanted to end my Muay Thai career going to Worlds, and that's like the biggest tournament of all. That's like the tournament of all tournaments, and I did pretty good. I won my first fight. I knocked out Colombia, and then I fought Denmark, had a real good tough fight with them. We had a good back and forth battle. I lost by points, but the experience, just being there and fighting fighting Thailand, it was an amazing experience. I'm really glad I ended off my Muay Thai career with that.
Yeah, you seem like a guy that's been a fight fan for like a meaningful period of time. Like I saw the Twitter there, and like even like way over like a decade back, you're talking about a lot of stuff that I was talking about at the time, just being a big like hardcore fight fan and stuff like that. So yeah, I would think that competing in Thailand would be something that you would really, you know, appreciate in like a nuanced kind of way, just being like such a avid fan of it.
Absolutely, man. Like just being there, meeting all these different fighters, and man, like in my bracket, there was like 24 guys, man. So you don't know who you're gonna get matched up, and then you're seeing like you got 3 rings set up, and you're seeing all these different styles to different countries. You know, you got Kazakhstan, you got United Kingdom, and you're seeing how their different styles work and all that, and it's amazing, man. And I'm really happy I ended off my Muay Thai career with that. You know, I know they asked me to fight Simon Marcus at one time, and it was either that or do Worlds, and I'm like, man, I really want to do Worlds because I earned my spot doing that, and then I earned my spot in 2019. I really had some good hard fights, and I really wanted to represent my country for sure.
Yeah, I think it's cool you're part of that, like, Mike Miles kind of Muay Thai lineage. I mean, such a legend in the country in that regard, and also in MMA, so that's a cool facet of your journey as well, I think.
Absolutely, man. No, Mike Miles has been, like, the best help, man. And I'm really, I always told myself I wish I started there when I was 16, but I started there when I was like, I was there back and forth, but I really gone there at the age of 24. And I would say out of everything, I've done boxing, amateur MMA, and amateur Muay Thai, and the best so far for me was amateur Muay Thai. I went 10-2 in my amateur career. I've won about 3 Muay Thai belts. I won a gold medal in nationals. And Mike's he's been a treat, man. He helped me so much become a better fighter I am today, and he's really just disciplined me and really made me the fighter I am today. And I can't thank that man enough.
And it's cool that you're getting more of a localized kind of outing this time. That was something else I saw in one of your Instagram posts there, talking about the excitement fighting in the home city and everything like that. Previously competing with BTC and Unified and stuff like that. What's it like getting a more localized kind of look and stuff like that? I mean, your previous bouts weren't cartoonishly far away from the home city necessarily, but must be a cool one to just have a direct kind of fight right there in Calgary.
Oh, 100%, man. I got everyone I remember everyone coming at me at work, at the gym. Hey, when's your next fight in the city? When's your next fight in the city? And then they're all coming up to me at work. Hey, when you fighting in your city? And it's just I'm not sure. I heard Unify was coming, and then my coach Brian Bird, who also been a real help to me too, going to Champions Creed. It's been a blessing going there. He's really helped me with my ground game and my cage work and everything. It's been a treat. But yeah, and telling everyone, I'm finally fighting in my city. It's nerve-wracking. You got all your friends, you got all your family, you got everyone, that's depending on you to win. So it's a lot of pressure on my shoulders right now to really come and make a statement and really put on a show. But I'm just kind of putting that aside and just thinking about the fight alone, just thinking about the fight. I'm just thinking it's another fight for me. I know it's in my city and I got a lot of pressure on me, but it's just another day in the office how I'm looking at it. Another day, show up, make the weight, and just kick some ass.
Yeah, I mean, probably good to compartmentalize it and just focus on what's within the immediate control. I guess it just kind of reminded me of back when you were the Hard Knocks amateur welterweight champion and stuff like that. I guess just good to see a circuit in Calgary doing some stuff. I feel like Unified's been encroaching a bit into that kind of space, and this being the second event for Absolute MMA. So yeah, good to see. I mean, definitely need that big city mixed martial arts.
100%, man. And I really want to fight in my city a couple more times, man. And everyone's been coming up to me, when you fighting? No one really wants to drive to Edmonton, kind of. So I know I'm just happy I get a lot of my friends and family fighting in my city, putting on a show for my city. And then I wish Hard Knocks was still around. They were doing good, but I'm just glad we're getting more shows in Calgary and get more Calgary fighters in. And it's good, man. I'm really stoked.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, definitely a lot of reason to be stoked. But you mentioned Champions Creed a bit earlier there, and I'm kind of wondering how you, I guess, curate the camps relative to your opponents and stuff like that. Are you getting sparring partners that have similar body type or stylistic tells to each opponent you have? And if that is the case, who have you been, I guess, working with in this camp leading up to fighting Lee Gaudet?
Oh, yeah, I've been training with my good training partners, Chris Bryant. He's a real good grappler. He's a purple belt, or just got his brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He's really good sparring partner for me. He's been helping a lot. And then we got a lot of good, grapplers at Champions Creed, man. A lot of good black belts, a lot of good brown belts. And I've just been going with the best dudes to make sure the similar body size of Lee, and then been just going with the best guys, just making sure my ground game's ready, make sure my wrestling's ready. I got my boy Ramil. That's been helping me a lot. Akeem Dawadu, my boy Akeem, he's been helping me a lot, making sure my striking's good, making sure my clinch works good, And then, I've been getting a lot of good training partners. Me and Akeem been going at it and sparring. I was helping him get ready for his fight, and then he's been getting ready for me. So, I can't thank a lot of the training partners there in Champions Creed. We got a lot of good jits guys, good wrestlers, and I've just been real thankful at Champions Creed, man, and my gym at Mike Miles, and it's just, it's been everything's been going well, I've been injury free, my weight's good, and I'm just really just want to make a statement, I'm ready for Lee. I know he's a veteran, but I'm younger, I'm hungrier, and I definitely want this more, and I feel like my time's ready to really show that I belong in these big shows.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a good opponent to, test where you're at this juncture in your career. But something else I was noticing, like obviously Champions Creed is an excellent gym, as we've been talking about, but it seemed like you were at the UFC PI a bit earlier this year, getting in some work there with old Tom Theocaris. What was that whole experience like? Like, what brought you to, Vegas and the UFC PI?
He needed a pad holder. He needed another guy in his corner. And I've been with the team. We've been with each other, man, grinding, helping each other out. And he needed another guy to come out with him. And yeah, he brought me out with Tommy. And when I got out there, Tommy messaged me. He's like, "Yo, I'm in PI." And me and Tommy never trained before. We're homies. We bought in the same car. We talk a lot. Homies. Tommy's just like a guy like me. Real good, humble guy, real good guy. And yeah, man, that's my boy right there. Tommy hit me up, and he was in Vegas. He's like, "Bro, we got to get some rounds in." And me and Tommy sparred at the PI, and it was really good, man. Really good getting work with Tommy and just seeing him. Tommy's a stud, man. He's been killing it, too. He's been knocking dudes out. Just won in South Africa, so really happy for him, man. And, it was good getting work with Tommy. The last time I was out Vegas for this one, I didn't really train. I got training in with my boy Chris Bryant. We were doing some work and stuff, but really didn't train much at the PI. But no, it was good, man. And just the experience alone, it really lit a fire under my ass just walking into T-Mobile and just seeing, I imagine myself fighting it. I'm fighting there one day, fighting in that octagon, fighting that big show with that big, huge crowd. And I just can't wait to be at that high level and fighting those big shows.
Yeah, and it would probably pay dividends just getting familiarized with it in a certain sense now. Like, obviously, there's not like the, I guess, direct atmosphere of like it being a fight week and that being a looming sort of thing. But even just familiarizing yourself with those kind of surroundings and aligning that with like the career trajectory that you want. I mean, it seems to make sense on that level to me.
100%, man. No, 100%. I'm just like I picture myself when I was walking out with the team. I picture myself I was in his shoes and just being in his spot and just being with that crowd and being the high level and just having all that pressure on your shoulder. So people don't understand. There's a lot of pressure on your shoulder. You got all these big guys. I seen Aljamain Sterling. I seen Paulo Costa on the side. I see Motley Crue over there. I see Mark Wahlberg. And it's just like a lot of pressure. All these big names watching you, man. And it's just got all this pressure on your shoulder to like make a statement, and really show what you're all about. But I know myself. If I keep training hard, if I keep believing in myself, I have all the right people around me. I have my mom and dad. I got my brother, Dane Scott. He's been my best friend since day one, and I got all my training partners, my coaches at Champions, Mike Miles. I got Kenny, my strength and conditioning coach. I got, I got a nutritionist coach, TJ. And as long as I have these guys with me right now, like I believe in myself, and I know I can make it. I just got to keep working and keep grinding.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like you're very much staying the course in that sense, but you were talking about the parents and everything like that. Like, what's the, I guess, temperament for like the whole viewership kind of thing? Are they looking through peaked fingers a little bit? Are they like cheering you on and getting all crazy? Like, what's the deal with that?
Oh yeah. Like that's the pressure you deal with as a fighter. You see your friends and you're like, oh, you better win, Max, better win. Or you got your parents, or everyone come out to you, win this, I'll take you out for dinner, and or like you win that, and like got my sponsors too, Guns and Hoses, and a couple sponsors, and it's like, I feel like you don't win, you don't get anything, and it's just like it's all this pressure on you to win. But what? I'm not afraid of losing. I'm not. I'm afraid of what I'm afraid is not putting on a good performance and showing my best capabilities and showing what I really can do. That's losing's a part of life, and I've lost a lot. I've been there, I lost, I got submitted, I've been TKO'd, but it's just a learning, and I'm glad I did most of that in amateur, and I really just grown, and all the training, and it just feels good, man, and it's just, I think, like I said, it's not about losing for me, it's just about really going and putting on a good performance, and really showing I can do this, and I can make a statement. But no doubt in my mind, I will come out victory, and I know I can beat Lee, and I've been training my ass off. I've been thinking about him every day, and I know I can put it on him and put him away in this fight.
Yeah, it's an exciting fight for sure, and I mean, you seem very focused leading into it, which is, compounding the excitement for me and presumably anyone listening to this for sure. But I also do want to be, mindful of your time and schedule. That being said, Mac, so to that point, is there anything you might want to add as a parting thought as we're kind of wrapping up here, man?
No, man, just tune in October 15th. I'm ready, man. I'm busting my ass every day, and I'm ready. I hope Lee shows up. I hope I get the best Lee Gaudet there is, because I will beat Lee. I will beat the best Lee Gaudet there is, because there will be the best Mac Laursen there is. Like my last fight with Phil Ingra, I showed up and I was ready, and I'm doing the exact same thing this time, man. I'm showing up 100%, mind focused. I'm ready, and I will put Lee away. I don't know if he a first, second, or third. It don't matter, but I'll touch him and he'll fall, and I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready that we'll ever be, man.
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, definitely compounding the excitement for this fight that much more so, just hearing your excitement level for it. And yeah, anyone in the Calgary, Alberta area should definitely check out Absolute MMA 2 going down October 15th, as you said. And yeah, this Lee fight should be very intriguing, so I appreciate you coming on and giving some great insights before the fight there, Mac. And just, yeah, hopefully you have a good rest of your day, man.
Hey, thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your day too, brother.